Welcome to Men to Men Niger podcast, where we discuss the daily chronicles of Niger men. We talk about the socio-economic realities facing Nigerian men through honest and thought-provoking conversations. My name is Oluwadamilare Shola Omogbelikale, and I'm not alone in the studio today. With me are my co-hosts, and to my left I have.
Hi everyone, my name is Eniola Oluwatominsin, CEO of Cruiser Media NG.
Hi, my name is Olawale Ashirobi, CEO of Westech NG.
So, guys, you are all welcome to today's episode. We promise that it will be educative, it will be informative, and we'll catch some crews as well.
Lagos is every hustler's dreamland, a land of opportunities and possibilities. It's also a land to make it big and to scale up in life. But beneath all of these things, it's also a land where there's overcrowding, there's flooding, and hike in prices of house rents, and a whole lot of issues. Today we'll be diving into the conversation that says, is Lagos still Nigeria's foremost industrialized city, or is slowly graduating towards the brink of extinction? And today with my amazing co-host, we'll be diving into this conversation. So my question to my co-hosts is that if you have the opportunity to relocate from Lagos to another Nigerian city with the same income and opportunities, would you leave? Or is there something about Lagos that will still keep you in Lagos? So let's hear from Omagbelikale.
All right. First and foremost, I'm a Lagosian. I'm born and raised in Lagos. So I know Lagos is in my blood. So even if I have the same amount, the same opportunities and every other thing to leave Lagos or another state or another town out of Lagos state, I don't think I will, because the amount of opportunities in Lagos is unlimited. We have thousands of investors in Lagos that are investing daily. We have lots of businesses that have been that they come up every day. Every day, everybody is starting a new business. Lagos is like the sky. It is wide enough for everybody to extend their flap and fly and soar high. So I don't think for me I would ever want to leave Lagos or another city in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's right. But there's also the conversation around things in Lagos being, they say Lagos is a land of fast, bura, where everybody's just rushing. Things are crazily expensive in Lagos. I just mentioned house rents, cost of transportation and all. So, fine, we know that there's the opportunity in Lagos, but things are also very expensive. So if you see an opportunity to go to somewhere that is less cheaper than Lagos, wouldn't you consider that, okay, this place is cheaper than Lagos? Why would you still want to stay in Lagos?
All right. In terms of peace and tranquility, for those that don't like traffic, that don't like the big hustling, they can actually stay out of Lagos. But me, that it's already in my blood, it's already ingrown in me. I understand the traffic, I understand the cost of living and every other thing. But like the foremost Yoruba saying, they say, Oweko, Ekolongbe. So it's not like you will not make money, right? But at the same time, you will make money, but you have a lot of things that might take the money from you. But at the same time, it's still in Lagos that you will see top people, you see comedians leave Warri, leave Port and still come to Lagos. And in terms of business, you know how many businesses grow in Lagos. Wale, what do you think about living Lagos in terms of business, since you're a business owner?
Right, so I'm a businessman now.
So from my own perspective, I think Lagos is actually the best option that everybody wants to go for in terms of business. Economically, Lagos seems like the number one, if I'm right.
Yes.
It seems like the number one place for
that adds to the
run
GDP
your
of the nation.
business.
Yes.
And for my own line of business, in terms of gadgets, if you check, like Computer Village is like the number one home of gadgets in the whole
Nigeria,
Africa,
if not West Africa, yes,
Africa in general.
Yes.
So I will obviously want to pick Lagos as where I want to be in terms of business and in terms of any other thing.
Okay, so great. We've heard it all that Lagos is the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
It provides adequate space for. I think Belikale also mentioned it, that you see comedians, you see people. We could mention
from all walks of life.
They will come from southeast, southwest. Everybody wants to be in Lagos. Everybody wants to make us. You can just do one show in Lagos like this. Once they see you like that, they love your content like
effects.
you have
You
blown.
get your turn up,
So
get
now
your audience.
the conversation now will head towards the fact that now we're already having a situation whereby everybody that wants to make it now wants to come to Lagos. So Lagos is becoming sort of overcrowded. We're already having more people, and there's just the case of supply and demand. When you have a place where people wants to be in, people are rushing to be in. Of course, certain commodity price of things will start skyrocketing. Now
Diminishing
the
returns.
first part we're going to talk about is the one most important thing, because no matter who you are in life, you need shelter, you need where to stay, you need where to hide your head regardless of the business you are doing. So now let's now touch base on housing. What is happening with our house rent in Lagos? What is happening now? As a working class person, or someone that is, as a young man that is putting resources together, getting your money up to get a very comfortable space. If you want to get a 2-bedroom flat and you have good taste, you want to collect POP and suit wardrobe and all of those things, they will ask you to go. The funny thing that this agent will now be saying, go and bring just. What do you mean just? Do you hear the amount you are calling? So let's touch base on this. What do you think is driving the cost of house rents in Lagos?
Okay.
Very, very high.
Okay.
So I think
I actually think number one, it depends your location. Like in Lagos now, there is already like kind of high standard on the island and the mainland. So and I think if you want to, for my own opinion, I think if you want to get an apartment, you should actually look where is more closer to your working place.
True.
So on the mainland now, if you want to get, you said two
bedroom, yes.
If you want to get 2 bed or this thing, the pricing now, they are now very, very alarming.
What's your head?
They're like very, very alarming. Like before, like maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I'm very sure if you have 1 million plus, you should be able to like get 2 bed comfortably, cool area, this thing. But now, if you don't have helping your budget should be like for 4 million plus or
just 4 million.
Just 4 million. And I don't think that's even helping the
price of things.
Helping
even the person that wants to collect the apartment himself.
The person that want to just especially a man that is just even starting up is this thing. Because how much is the salary? How much are you earning that you will not be budgeting 4 million, 5 million?
And that's without interior work, and all of those things.
The price, the rents
Hike in price of rent.
hike in price of rent now is very, very alarming.
Let's hear the point from Melekale.
Actually, I'm an advocate of Lagos. Being a Lagosian, I like putting Lagos on the map, but this accommodation and housing thing is really out of the window. The way all these agents have, they are too greedy, they are so inconsiderate. Some landlord can just pick rent from like 400,000 to like 2 million, 1.5 million, without even trying to be considerate of the people getting the houses. You don't know your tenants, they will tender their amount they earn, and you still be doing all these things and increasing rent annually. At times, some people just, if you are not doing, get a quick notice. They'll just give you quick notice abruptly. And you can imagine now, for somebody that is working on the island, that's still on the mainland, working on the island, to get houses on the island, the least you can get is like 6M for a single room. You go to some houses, you'll be like, I might stay in a cubicle. Do you understand? Especially on the island. Not to talk of the bad road network that are there, the flooding issue and every other thing. But even here on the mainland, you cannot even get an apartment in Ikotun or in a rural part, you cannot even get a house of 500,000 again. For somebody that is collecting a meager salary of, let's say, 300,000 or less, how do you want to cope? How much do you want to save? As a young man that you are just starting life, how do you want to get all this money together and be like, okay, let me save? How long do you want to save? Do you understand? So I think the Lagos State government should look into this household thing and help us.
So I'm going to touch base from what you said last, the Lagos State government. Now, I don't know if there's like I think there's a housing regulatory body for Lagos State. So see that there's no way that they can, because this is my personal opinion, that one of the challenges of this price hike in rents is from those people, I don't want to call them demonic agents. Because now I just recently got a new space. Before I get that place, they will tell you, okay, Oga, we have this, and they might like it, you like it, their English would always be is tastefully built. Tastefully built. Now show me pictures of tastefully built. They even send me a picture of one. I was in the kitchen. The kitchen was as if you are going into like an underground. I was like, how can I stay here?
Some people tell you to get to white.
Do you get? They'll say, okay, and I like it. You like it, oh. So they and their focus is majorly around inspection fee, agent fee, mobilization fee. In fact, if they want to take you to go and check the space, it's as if the welfare for that entire day is on your head.
It's on your head.
If you even buy food,
you buy food for them.
They want to get from you, and you never consider the fact that this person wants to even drop this number, this amount of money. And sometimes even this issue, because where I got I heard that the landlord gave a certain amount. The agent was not like, sir, this amount is too small.
Normally convince the
they will tell landlord that
landlord
this place is too small for this amount that I give you. Why not inflate it a bit?
Can
I
you
know the
imagine?
problem. I don't want to be as if I'm an antagonist. These people, if you look at them, they don't look like someone that can even pay that money that they're asking you to
Bro,
pay.
they don't even
can't
check the
afford-
house they are
can't
staying.
afford-
Sef,
So-
most of them are staying in their family houses.
I feel like they don't have human empathy to even say that, okay, this person I want to drop this amount of
Conscience.
yes, exactly. So do you think my question is going to be in two places. Do you think the Lagos state government should, I don't know, should I say to regulate the agents, maybe the agency that is controlling the agents, that is collecting the houses for people?
Yes.
Or maybe the landlord should, maybe there should be a sort of, I don't know, maybe a catalog where houses are available. The landlord should register directly on that Lagos State Housing Board. So you know that it's just like how they used to do auction for price for cars. You just go there, you negotiate directly with the Lagos State regulatory board. So you cut out, but we're also considering the fact that we're also cutting out some people's livelihood. But these people, they don't want to pity us. So what do you think can be done?
All right. Honestly, concerning the regulatory body, my dad before he passed, he was an estate agent too as well, and they have this ECAN, they call it estate agent something. They have an organization, but if you check, most people are not even registered under that place.
Yes.
Just if you finish building your house now, some people in the street will be like, Alibayin when you see, immediately they turn themselves into an agent, and they too they want to make money. I think this thing lacks is lack of inconsideration and greediness. But I just think that the best thing they can do is to just regulate it by maybe like what you said, like in the abroad now in USA, I don't think there is agent thing like that. You just go on the website like there are some website for houses. Even Craigslist and the co, you see them, you just bid for the houses, you meet the person, you meet the owner directly. But you talking about cutting people's source of livelihood, we should also be considerate.
It's because we are not considering also.
So we should also be considerate of their source of livelihood. True. But at the same time, you people need to be considerate of us too. We all know what is going on in the country. Because someone do now, it's really hard. It's really hard being a human in Nigeria now.
In Nigeria, man.
So for you to like count money and pay, you know how much, let's say for example you're earning 300,000 naira or less, do you know how much you have to save before you get to 1 million naira?
And like I said earlier,
and you still be paying bills.
Not even finished. That's just for the house.
Just for the house. Yes, you have to set it up,
this one,
paint, do this thing and every other thing. If a landlord provides just a cupboard for you or this thing for you like this, they already put in your price.
Your house
there was one time when I was hunting the kitchen. As slim as I am, I had to like work sidings. I was like, what if I have somebody that is bigger than me? How did they enter? I was like, bachelor here now. That's it'll be like but you see that they used to give some stringent
give you
conditions that this thing bachelor, not married,
selective.
Some are even tribalistic with it. They'll say, I don't want Igbo, I don't want you get all those things. They are really bad and it's affecting Nigerian men. Please.
So before I quickly forget this, now I like as this conversation is going. We're touching based on certain things that attributes to the cost of this thing.
Yes.
Now you mentioned being tribalistic. So this is something that I've noticed too in a long while. Now aside from tribalism too, some will even say I don't want a particular religion.
Exactly.
Some will say if you are not married.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say this on there. There was a case of a friend that he was already ready to get that space. It was a very conducive place, and they said if you are not married, you cannot get that space.
They can't
He
give it
had
to
to
you.
go with a friend to say, this is my fiancé,
You can
to
imagine.
get that space.
You have to lie.
So I want to understand. Now I know that most times this tribalism is based on maybe past experiences, or
Okay.
maybe you've had the tenants in a particular
Yes.
space from a particular
Yes.
tribe that messed up that
Yes.
space. But I feel like it's not enough reason to generalize that everybody from that particular region
That is it.
the case.
That
So why
is
do you
it.
think people most times either are tribalistic, or I don't know if there's a word like regionalistic, that they say if you're not from this region,
Religious
I don't
bias.
want to.
Okay, I feel is actually the landlord's choice. Actually, so because if you actually look at it, imagine maybe a particular tribe has been terrorizing you
True.
in your house
You know,
for a
also
very
the
long
areas.
time, and probably you also have issues with this kind of religion. So it's actually the choice of the owner of the house to say that mo fẹ́ Igbo, mo fẹ́ Hausa, mo fẹ́ Yoruba. I don't want Muslim. Okay, like now let me give you an example. While growing up, my grandpa's house, we have some Igbos, but I noticed one particular. I'm sure she's not watching this. I noticed one particular woman. They are Igbo, she and her husband, they are Igbo. We have other tenants, so but I know that this particular set of people, the husband and wife, they're always terrorizing my grandma. Terrorizing my grandma. They'll say that we, the grandchildren, we cannot play ball. Like we cannot play ball in our grandpa's compound.
Really?
So imagine, and they are Igbo. Our monile that we cannot play ball. So imagine all those kind of this thing. They are Igbo. So I noticed after they left, it's like my family now made that. No, my family now made that rules that they should not allow Igbo. Even though after they left, we still collected some Hausa people.
Collected other tribes,
We still collected Yoruba. But that's particularly so like those people. The husband, it's not even only the wife. The husband and wife actually terrorized both my grandma, my grandpa, and we the grandchildren. So it was actually a terrible experience.
Like tribally, people are people. They are good people.
Yeah,
they are
bad people.
bad
True,
people.
true.
So it's not a tribal thing.
true,
So we
true.
should not do all this tribal wars.
Yeah, true.
It's one of the things that is just making this country in this haphazard way that it is. Because you'll be like this and be like, even in terms of marriage, you're like, man, for my Igbo, wale for me. No bring Yoruba man come. You get all those kind of things. So, but the major thing is, this thing is affecting us, especially we men. I understand it affects the female too, but we men, because this podcast is the Daily Chronicles of Nigeria men. So it affects us because some of us, the kind of responsibility we show at this young age, most elderly people, they are not showing this when they were young. We know the ages our fathers have their first child, got their own houses, bought car for themselves. Some people, they are even less than 25. They already built houses. And if you ask them how much was it, I was earning 300 naira, I was earning 200 naira, and everything was fine. They were able to even send children to school. But the realities we are now, the social economic realities is really terrible. And it's tough on we men. Okay, 300 out of 300,000 naira that you're earning, transportation is there, feeding is there, other responsibility, because you have to be responsible for your parents.
Yes.
So even if you have sisters or younger ones, siblings
your-
in the
for your
university,
babes.
you still not to talk of babes. Why are we you? Baba me.
Intentional man.
Yeah.
You know, 300,000.
Hello, how much am I
You
making?
go dates too.
Go date on the island.
So-
Okay.
Hey.
Well, you're right. So, and I think everything sort of, sums everything together about the Daily Chronicles of Nigeria men. If we're going to be taking it one by one, there's a lot of things that the Nigerian man is experiencing on a daily basis. Now, I'm going to be taking the conversation to the next stage.
Okay.
Now, we've touched on hiking price of housing.
Yes.
Now, I think another challenge that we've seen that's happening in Lagos is that Lagos is smelling. Lagos is dirty. Now, I want to be factual. Now, I'm multi-budget when Fashola was the governor of Lagos. Fashola transformed Lagos in, because my mom works as a civil servant. Yes.
Okay, she's a civil servant.
I knew when those tree planting, when it was a thing, every now and then
That they even used to award local governments the best tree planting.
So
yes.
now, as at 2009, before 2009, we have a representative of Ushodi here. Before 2009, Ushodi was one of the, in fact, I don't know, maybe I don't know which one was more scary or fearful.
The most
Oshodi or
ghetto.
Mushin. But I know Mushin had like the
They are
mafia.
twinning.
But
Oshodi
Oshodi was scary.
You know, it's like the center of
Because
Lagos.
number one, it is dirty, it is crowded.
Rough.
I mean, it was rough, it was rogue, and
Not safe.
unsafe. Pasha
Unsafe.
came. It started with clearing debts, transforming. Now we have terminal centers in Oshodi. Oshodi became an urban center. It transformed Oshodi. Now we started introducing monthly sanitation. Everybody, in fact, at that time, if the front of your shop is dirty or littered, they will lock your shop.
Yes.
Not even if you even go and open before
You
the
have to,
supposed time,
before even the sanitation,
Your shop don't
you
go.
pay fine. So even if you litter anything, you know that there's consequences for you doing that,
yes.
and they will lock your shop.
There was the
But
fear.
now it's not as if there's no fear. You go to the junction, even on the tarmac that is
Yes.
dividing the road, you see
That's
litter.
debt.
In fact, it's as if even on Saturdays where it's supposed to be there for environmental, people will come out to their debts
And
and come
dump
and
it
deposit it
there.
there. So what is the challenge? Is it that the fear of or should we say that the removal of the should I say punishment or fine for refuse dumping? Because all those ones I say no, don't drop. You don't understand. My dad will see me by. What I see by. See me by go. Even that time, if you pee, you know that car can catch you.
Yes. You can't even cross
You
anyhow.
can't cross anyhow. But now they were seeing all those things going back to how it used to be, dumping of refuse, littering, Lagos smelling, and all those things are attributing to the next stage we're going to, which is flooding. But let's first touch base on this refuse dumping. And what do you think is causing it? Is it that people know that there's no punishment for it? Is that why they are doing it, or do you feel like there's not enough sensitization, or what do you think is the problem for this refuse dumping and Lagos being smelly?
All right. Honestly, Lagos is smelling. I can't even lie. Like I said earlier, I told you guys I'm an advocate of Lagos, but Lagos is smelling. Both island and mainland is really terrible.
It's bad.
Is really terrible. And as I then, like what you said earlier, during Fashion last time, you can see the tree planting. That each local government will be awarded the best tree planting local government.
Number of trees that you plant
Then
yourself.
even after Fashion last time, Ambode came. He came with Cleaner Lagos initiative.
Yes.
Came with Light Up Lagos project and every other thing that made Lagos on the spotlight. So the thing is, I think it's because they've removed a whole lot of consequences to action, and they say that if there's no consequences, there's a little concession. You get all those things. So I think Lagos State government, the commissioner for I think is Honorable Wahab Tokunbo. Please, you need to do a whole lot of things. You need to do more. We need to do more because the gutters are flooded. The refuse, the Loma people, they are not packing it. If you go to Ipaja Yobo Road, you will see everything. Even on the road like Ikeja ESF, you will see on the road. Let's have a way of packing all these things.
Let me touch base on something. Now you mentioned this Ipaja Road. Something happened, I think about 2 weeks Saturday at Ipaja. Inside I think that what's it called? Inside Italy.
Okay.
Now they have scheduled that at the end of the month on Saturday. What's it called? The PSP truck will come and get debt at that location. And the PSP truck arrived at junction. As PSP truck saw people coming out to their refuse, PSP truck.
But why?
So I want to know, is it that because I knew when Fashola was the governor, that time I think the PSP trucks were maybe, I think they were like the government property, but I think now they've privatize those things. So maybe they need to hold accountable those private companies that are running those PS, because we are being charged. My current space, we are being charged for PSP monthly.
Definitely.
So what's the point of we paying for PSP and our refuse are not being picked on time and disposed properly?
Okay, let me, before I forget this, what I want to say. I actually have different opinion about this Lagos being
smelling.
This smelling. And probably everybody wants to be holding the government responsible and the commissioner for maybe environment.
Yes.
I actually feel I will hold the citizen and the government responsible. Even though we know that the government actually have like bigger role to play. And all. But what will you say about a normal man walking and just dropping dirt on the floor? Dropping maybe paper, biro, bottle water, can, like that's like the major thing that they do in Lagos. So I actually feel the government the government are supposed to like instead of mounting police in every junction or this thing, if there is a way you can even like organize like an environmental, I don't know whether it's possible, environmental police.
True.
Yeah,
Environmental
exactly.
police
That's what we are
to
trying
be
to
at
say.
each bus stop or each
All those
market
things,
instead of people just you be inside the
bring them
bus,
down.
you be
Just
inside,
straight.
you see somebody just throw something like it's a normal this thing.
And then when
everybody
you
will be saying that
on the road that you are passing, I understand. Sorry for cutting in. I understand what you're trying to say, that it's collective responsibility to make
yes,
Lagos clean
for the
and safe. But the
civilians
thing
and
is, you are in the car. Your
Yeah.
car is moving, yeah, and you saw refuse on the road, and you want to. What would you do? The first thing that will come to your mind is disposal.
I don't
You'll be like,
understand.
for example, you're on
are
the
you
road.
supporting the
I'm not supporting. I'm not supporting. What
Okay.
I'm trying to say is that if there's no enablement, these things will not happen.
Continue, yes.
Because the road are already littered.
No, that's why
I understand what
came
you're trying
from.
to say.
Like, so I feel like
That
a
is past,
common,
yes, a common with common sense, you should
sense,
not
you're
do.
not supposed to even
But
think
if you see
about
something
dropping
that
it.
is enabling you, if you
want
see
to
an
continue.
enablement, you want to do that thing.
No.
Let me quickly tell you. There's one video I saw online a few weeks back. So that place used to be like a refuse dumpster. I don't say, right? Do not pour the time. So they had cleared that place. Maybe you'll have seen that video. So a guy was not passing, just like what Damla was saying. A guy was not passing. He now wanted to, like, of course, now the normal way now.
Yeah,
Let's drop
dump
this place
it.
now, dump site now. Wanted to drop refuse there. So one guy, that guy is, I think that's his content niche. Was trying to educate people on the dangers of littering Lagos. So the guy now told him that, Alpha bros, they've cleared this place now. Don't. That was like, no, when I there with the trash things. He was like, bros. That guy, the guy that wanted to drop refuse was saying,
stuff.
if you don't leave me, I'm going to punch you. Apparently, that guy that was doing the sanitation came with soldier. When soldier now came, soldier now
They
said,
pick up.
go pick that thing you put on there. They slap him. So I think like I'm going to circle back to what we are saying, that ìlú tí o bá ti sófin
Kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀,
ìjìyà ò sí.
That's what
Now
I'm trying
if we
to
know
say.
that, if we know that there's, I think that was the role of Kai then now.
Yes,
Kai,
now.
there was a time we had phobia of that. That time when I was still watching, I think during Fashola or Ambody this time, Taban, if we're in the car, my mom would be like, don't drop anything. No, if you drop anything, Kai will seize this car.
They will
Something.
seize the
So
car.
there was the fear. There was something that was holding us to responsibility.
I think
So
they should still be around.
They are Kai
I'm
now,
sorry,
but
I'm
the Kai now, they are just monitoring market. People that are shading market on the road, just
go and collect tickets of their money. Kai that time, if you see Kai in under bridge, Oshodi,
you will run.
in fact,
I've experienced one before.
You will actually comport
so
yourself.
you get
So you live at Ojoda, you know.
there was a
God
day,
bless you.
I'll be completely honest, before sanitation of pedestrian bridge started, Kai was ready, and the way those people, they will park ahead, so they will just be about the car. In fact, and the problem is, most times I think one problem that we have in Nigeria is once you see that somebody does something and they don't catch the person, I know they say
You will be enabled.
so
That's what I'm
as
saying.
we were crossing,
Enabling.
I wanted to cross, we don't reach halfway like this. I see Kai
Bro,
race back.
they fixed me to catch along before.
So the challenge is, we need to establish something that enables people knowing that if you do this thing, okay, see, we're talking about enforcing. Everybody knows that there was a time they were doing, I don't know if it's still operating. They said on Tomiland Bridge, if you run, I think past 80
Yes, if you run
miles per hour,
past 80,
you get
yes.
tickets. They don't even need to come and cash you your house. They just send it to your
Immediately you'll
dashboard.
be charged.
Automatically.
If you want to renew your car, if you don't even pay, if you want to renew your driver's license or your car, you have to pay that money.
Yes, if you want to do all this
That's why I used to fear
vehicle inspection,
Ikeja
this thing.
today.
Yeah.
So if you have something like that, let's say, okay, in your car, thank God Lagos is becoming a smart city. Cameras are here and there. If camera catches you that you drop any litter from your car and they catch your plate number, maybe 50,000, 150,000. So in that consciousness, when you carry somebody or the car, don't drop anything, because drop anything.
Don't throw it out or put it in my car.
They say go there.
Uh-huh.
So I think that one can work for motorists and for maybe passerbys. Maybe they need to bring back car, or what do you think they can use to enforce people to stop littering? Because litters are part of the thing that are causing flooding, because they go into our drainage.
Yes.
And when our drainage are clogged, flooding will continue. So I don't know if you guys have any input. What do you think that they
Wale
can use
made
to
mention of environmental police, and I think that is what we need in Nigeria. You know, at times most people are just, they are cantankerous. The level of obstinacy of Nigerians is on the high rate. You get. So I think that environmental police, like Wale have said, we should have environmental police. We should have good environmental
have this,
enforcement
Lagos
agencies.
But I think I read it somewhere. I don't know maybe it's real or not. That maybe I'm not sure, but I think I read it somewhere that they are trying to like partner with the NURT people,
NSW.
NURT people that are collecting money at the bus stop to be doing the work of the of the environmental police people that is suggested.
Lagos.
So
even the people that they want to partner with, they go just
imagine this thing.
So I feel like the best solution is to every Lagos state government parastatals that are involved in keeping Lagos clean. I mean, that time the slogan was "Keep Lagos clean." Keep Lagos clean. Tree planting was something that and I think again they used to say that Lagos is hot. Lagos, I feel like a lot of tree planting that we've cut down.
Yes, now there are a lot of deforestation because they want to sell land.
In those days,
they want to build buildings.
But everybody wants to build penthouses. God bless you. You are just everywhere. You go into
even in front of gutter and canal channel like this, you see people, especially on the island, real estate people, they will buy, they will say ocean view, they will say water park view, something water Kiniko view.
Your dream house.
You want to be saying Lagos is the New York of Nigeria. Is that how New York is? Fine, we understand that they are a terrible part of New York too, but at the same time, the major places we are saying, they are neat, they are clean. Do you understand? True. So we can make Lagos to become that way. Since we want to compare Lagos to top mega cities, we want to compare in terms of nightlife. We are comparing Lagos to Ibiza and Mayoka and every other places that are turn-up places. So if we want to do that, I think our environment is number one. Because if the environment is not conducive, there's nothing we can do. Remember when I think last December when the Jackpot people left, that there was a flu. You remember that there was one flu that everybody started sneezing and all those things. So I think if there's a environmental regulatory body for both air pollution,
but actually there should be.
Yeah, there is LASEPA.
They are not just functioning.
There's LASEPA, Lagos Environmental Protection Agency, but they are agency. But I think they should, because I did my IT there then. So I think what we need is enforcement agency now.
Serious one.
That will be enforcing it on people that once they say this thing, boom. Everybody will comport themselves. That's the thing.
So and will not what's it called? Talk about the challenges and not give appraisals where due. There are instances where I see videos of Tokunbo Wahab, in fact, with his team.
I think going very active.
Yes, very active, especially on Twitter.
Online
when he hears about any environmental issue like this, you see him. Either time you give me the details and location of this place, and the next day you get updates on it. So shout out to Ogberi Tokunbo Wahab for the good job. We just want you to do more. So that Lagos can be clean. Lagos is too big for a lot of things to just be happening. I mean, and I think
another thing top-notch state.
Another thing that I will also pitch out, aside from just the environmental, Tokunbo Wahab ministry, is to every other ministries that I think I've noticed something about ministries in Lagos, except maybe Ministry of Youth and Social Development. This is not the time. Things are evolving. We're in the age of data and IT. Your ministry cannot be doing things and we're not seeing it. We're not hearing about it online. So this guy might be doing things, but why most of these people are thriving with PR is because PR helps people know what you are doing and also attracts investors into your ministry. So you go into some ministries' social media page, you see posts from maybe 2023. You've not done any recent post or anything.
Yeah, social media handlers and
that's one of the reasons why I said I sort of give solidarity to what Tokunbo does. Every now and then I does things, you see evidence, you see pictures, you see videos.
You see workings.
Yeah, you
show workings.
You show workings.
So these
are the things that we want from every ministry in Lagos, right? So now I'm going to go to the next topic, which is coming from the Lagos smelling and litter into flooding. Now, everybody wants to, or should I say, I don't know if it's you guys' opinion too. Everybody wants to rally. What's that song? Rally Sileki. Everybody wants to live in Lekki,
Banana Island.
Where again?
Want to move to Island.
Ikoyi,
VI.
So those are great aspirations, and like we said when we're going to start this show, that Lagos is every hustler's
dreamland. Yes.
So now, but the challenge now is, I think, I don't know if this is my personal opinion, anyways. I feel like adequate planning is not being done, especially on the stage of, should I say, what's it called, allocating lands to our real estate companies. There was a day, now this is a side gist. There was a day I was invited to a I'm trying to remember the location exactly. I think it's in VI.
Okay.
I think it's VI. So no, is it VI or Lekki? I'm not entirely sure. Either Lekki or VI. So now on the map, when I was giving the address, when I checked the place on the map, you know, there's a way that when you're on water now on Tomland Bridge, you see blue water on that way.
Yes.
On the map where they were giving me, I was seeing blue. And I was like, are we going on? Show them me landlord. Truth be told, when we're going to enter that estate, I don't want to mention the estate, so I mean, when we're going to enter, it's like a new place that they just, I think investors just got from, I want to believe from the state government to start building new. In fact, it's a major estate, so they are now like mini estates inside.
Just like a new estate.
Yeah, just like a new estate. So, in fact, a popular socialite who is a drink connoisseur, you guys will know what I'm talking about, also has like a mini estate in that estate. When I was going to enter, I kid you not, it was like on water. The sand filled.
Like you are literally on water.
On map, I was seeing it that we are standing on water. We're on water. The sand filled. I'm talking about like hectares of land, like vast land that were sand filled with water. And now, Lagos is becoming the cases of flooding in Lagos now is increasing with every downpour. And even with these past few days now, we saw how rain was falling continuously, back to back. And we're seeing videos online.
Like even mainland.
Somebody was even telling me today that a friend of his had to leave the island, like completely with the load, the bed, everything in his house, and come to his mother's house on the mainland. That shout out to every Ikorodu person watching this. He had to leave his house on the island to now start staying with his mom. That when that thing dries up, he will come back to anything we don't spoil, he will replace it. But you see houses like cars submerged in water. Now we know that, of course, one of the causes of flooding is drainage, littering, and but I feel like to an extent, all this sand filling, pushing water, because if you are sand filling somewhere, you are expanding the water. The water is moving towards other directions, and if Lagos is an island now, surrounded by water.
Yes.
So if you are pushing the water out, people that are within the riverine area are those that are going to be suffering it. So what do you think is, aside from we've touched on littering, what do you think is causing this incessant flooding, and how do you think we can tackle it? What do you think government can do, and what do you think the citizens, the Lagosians, can also do?
All right. You've well spoken about this issue of flooding, which is a very, very important thing that we need to really look into. That the Lagos state government look into. They need to look into it like
critically.
It's like you have to. Because according to NCF in 2018, the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, they said in the next 32 years, Lagos will go into extinction.
And
that was 2018. 2018 to now is about 8 years. And that means that we have like 24 years more. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Most people, there's no how you want to sanfill water. Water will always find its path. Water will always find its path. For example, now look at the Barbage that was Sanfield and it became Eco Atlantic City, the Elysiona apartments beside it and everything. They submerged a whole beach, and underneath the land is water.
True.
Do you understand? We have underground water that are running. Do you understand? With the amount of borehole drilling in Lagos, water would always want to find its own space. This is a path of water now. The water already memorize that this is my path.
If you block it, it will create other challenges.
It will come, and if there's a heavy downpour, it will always want to come back to its channel. That this is my original home.
True.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you're coming from the island now, or you're going to the island, so what the Third Mainland Bridge, you see some places that they're already sanfilling.
New estates about to launch.
You understand? They are already sanfilling these places, and like I said earlier, before you know, Ocean View. Canal drainage way like this, their pathway. You see people, they'll just sanfill it. Once they sanfill it, it'll be like Ocean View Estates, Water Park, Kenikon. You start giving it several names. It's like, look at the front, water is there, water. Meanwhile, the water is a canal for channelization of water, so that water can be drained back to the ocean.
In fact, I saw a video. I think I saw a video this week. One of the residents of, I think she said her house is at the back of the coastal road. Because of the incessant flooding, and because of course now we know that the coastal road too, that's another pathway. In fact, you need to see how our furnitures were floating. She had like a whole lot of, in fact, maybe like 1 GP tank of water in our house,
In our sitting room.
in our sitting room.
You can imagine.
So all of those things, like you rightly said, if you are Sam Philly, we know Lagos is a mega city. Everybody wants a slice of it, but create alternative, create
channels for water to
of where the
move.
water is going to go back to.
Arab countries, other countries that we go to for vacation, you see them. It's not that they are not selling properties to Dubai. It's not that they are not selling properties, but they already made ways that you will not even see water channel. Some estates, some places in Lagos, a whole lot of places in Lagos, their what was it called? The gutter in front of their house is not moving anywhere.
I think this flooding part too is still under the.
Yes, we know
Mr.
that drainage.
Fawad.
We've talked about
Yes.
littering. Yes, we've talked about littering.
Mr. Fawad, Tokunbo Wahab administration under his
Ministry of
Ministry of
Yes.
Works.
ministry.
I think it was
And
No,
I-
it's environment.
I saw his update too that he's giving updates about
But the
flooding
challenge
part
I
too.
have is that they don't need to wait for the flooding to happen before they are. Nigerians we are mostly reactive than proactive.
Yes,
It's
than
like-
proactive.
it's
They have to wait for it to
No, it's
happen
like
because
this
I saw a video of what's it called, the tractor that they're using to pack water from the
Yes.
express. No, not even
Look at
water.
the last rain that fell, main road, the Lekki
No, it's
road,
like
Lekki
this-
Ekpe road that
it's
they
like
just
this whole
made.
flooding
That they
too
just
is coming from the point of the deaths.
You are right, but this flooding, there's a level to which
aside
we know
from
that
deaths, aside from the deaths that people are littering the drainage system,
because
there's
water cannot flow.
reclamation of land is one of the major things that is affecting this flooding in Lagos. If you go to Ologolo, if you go to Agungi, that place na full river now. Full
Like-
river.
like this.
You say
But
now
after the rain-
it's just that
area.
it's just draining small because it didn't rain yesterday, but it rained the day before yesterday.
Like water is still there.
Water in some
Those are
places
the
now.
Riverine
If
area.
the, if
I can't
one
imagine how
every,
Ikate Elugushi will be like now.
this is July now, we'll soon enter August, major rainy season. So before people are already using canoe to
Wow.
do this thing. Most people that have
Don't do
Benz
it,
now,
Lagos.
they're having.
Yes, now.
Most people that have Benz now, they're having steering rack
I saw a video.
Mechanics they enjoy
A
now.
lady came out of her house.
They cash
Now
out.
mechanic be ballers
A
now.
lady came out of her house. She was well dressed, going out. I think she was going for a date.
That
She had to board canoe.
she had to book canoe, and they said the canoe was like I think like 1,000 naira just to
Canoe
go out of the
canoe
estate to
several
the main
million.
road.
The first and last time I entered canoe, like as Mr. Branch was from Ikorodu to VI. I think maybe from VI or something.
Is that
this
Sorry, all this ferry. So I feel like as means of transportation compared to imagine you are within your estate.
your streets.
So most property developers, you people need to start putting water channelization. It's very important. It's very important that the business you want to do, people are just moved by the amount they want to earn.
Yes,
that
man.
grade is in their head.
I'm able to
So you
consider
need to
environmental
be,
factors.
God bless you. You need to be considerate of environmental factors, especially water. You cannot just build house now and tomorrow morning before you know the roof is water is already coming.
Pure will fall
Pure will fall on your head. It will be as if water is raining directly in your house. Some it will be coming from down.
Yes, from down.
Like it's
the floor.
you get flood that
Ocean flooring.
you get flood that you already have ties that you already tiled and water will start coming up from there. So I think the channelization of water needs to be worked on in Lagos
Every
State.
agency that is behind.
And the road they are building now, the road they are building is really crazy. They don't even take the gutter to be very deep. They will just do shallow this thing, like we have done this project, we've done the road for them, snap, post, that's all. It goes beyond that. It transcends this subliminal level that we are doing. So we need to be very cautious of everything we are doing in Lagos, so that in the end, Lagos will not go into extinction, especially this coastal road. All this coastal part of Lagos, VI, Ikoyi, all these
coastal regions.
They are very
at risk.
You get, they are really at risk. So we need to work on that. Lagos State government, please.
Touch basing on everything that sort of makes up the Lagos experience. Now, as a young man in Lagos, right? As an Oshomonoma, one of the ways you enjoy life is by either you go to see the movies, you go to the movies rather,
Clubbing.
go either clubbing. Or I'm still coming there. You go for shopping or you go to fine dining. Now where I'm going to is fine dining. What's happening in fine dining? Because every woman wants an intentional man. Alpha, omo babe, let's go out on Friday and let's go to so restaurants, maybe in Ikoyi or VI. Bros, years back, if you go find that with 50,000,
50K, you dey wine.
Let's just say you go find out with 50,000.
Less than 50K.
You don't soft.
You go ball.
Big
you go
boy.
ball. That's where you be big boy.
Big boy.
But bro, you want to go find out. What I say? When you don't say you bought 18,000
Yes.
cocktail.
For a cup. Yeah, and it was more ice.
Yesterday, oh.
More of ice cube.
Yesterday,
Less content.
4th of July 2026.
Less content. One cup, 18,000.
Now that was there. Before the sort of the we used to say pyramid of at the base. If you go to find out the sharp food was the finger food. What's it called?
Small chops.
Small chops. They call it. There's a name they call it.
Okay.
All the samosa,
They are all small
finger,
chops.
yes,
Finger
finger
food.
food. There's a name they call it.
Okay.
If you want to buy that time, it was very very cheap. I think it was like I don't know, maybe like 10,000 there about now.
Less.
For
Or
a
less
platter,
then.
yes.
For a platter, God bless you. But now, if you want to buy a platter, my platter feel platterize you. Sure you get, and as a man, you want to be intentional now. You want to spoil your woman now. You said, even let's move first forget woman. You want to even enjoy life. But you guys they put calculation to and say, bros, if you spend 100,000 on just say you buy maybe rice and chicken, maybe
Can you say 100K for the dates?
no, I'm saying for the food.
Just food
Both
for
of
you
you.
to eat.
For the
Only
friend,
your
both of
only
you.
your own.
Only yourself.
Only your
Which
own.
restaurant are
No,
you
I don't
talking
want to
about?
mention them. I don't want to drag you. I don't want to mention them. So you say we will spend on
No, they are there to tell you that major restaurants on the island,
If you don't have-
your 100K na like
A friend of mine went to.
Big-
Warm up. So you just
big warm up.
I go for the great platter. I go for the warm up.
It's not even a platter. It's just like for you, your own plate for you to order, your own plate. Not to talk of the person you're going to.
So
this
on
was
an average now, if you now want to you want to do intentional man. Let's say let's just picture what I'm saying. You want to buy jollof rice, chicken, and sides of maybe
Chapagni.
washere, maybe pina colada, maybe Long
Those
Island,
cocktails,
maybe
mocktails.
cocktail. So if you want to do intentional man,
I don't resign.
no, ladies, slide it in there.
I don't resign.
Slide it in there. So if you want to do that intentional man, on an average, give us like an estimate. From person with recent customer.
Besides,
Bro.
new taker.
honestly, it depends, on the mainland, for example, I think.
Yeah, it depends the location.
Hold on.
True,
On the
true.
mainland, let's say like if you have like 100, 150K.
Yeah.
The mainland I'm saying is you are not going to GRA.
You are still ojú
You are not going to get a GRA.
Láàrin
You are just within like not top restaurants
go
that have
the
big
popular names.
ambience. You just like okay.
True.
But on the island, if you don't have up to like 300K and above,
How much be minimum wage?
how much percent they earn?
Editor, inside this video, how much am I making?
How much I
Now,
did
quick
see?
video.
Do you understand?
300,000.
You want to do this thing. When you get there, they will serve you. You will say the
I don't
menu.
say they size you up. What's the enter?
Yes, now.
They say, oh boy, see
VIP.
fresh. They say, bro, please come with me. And any restaurant, any restaurant where you go, where they say, scan our QR for menu,
Bro.
or they give you textbook
Dead.
for menu. Just to say, today you dey spend money. So we continue.
So you understand if you don't have like 300K and above. One of my friend she went on a date with I think
mention
a
name.
friend of her. She went to one day and I just saw she snapped the bill 710,000 on
I agree
food.
with that.
On food. Do you understand? 710,000.
Not clubbing, no.
Intentional
No
man.
clubbing, no.
Restaurant,
Like
no.
restaurant,
Don't cost like this, so.
even restaurant now they are now
My
infusing
nigga,
drinks now.
At the place, you go to carry your baby.
You know that combo.
Oh, chicken
Oh,
republic.
madam, alaya.
I mean, you go Yakoyo.
Yeah. So you understand, like in terms of Yakoyo, just our normal Tiwantiwa restaurants now, maybe like 100K now.
If you want to go save.
That's what I'm saying. Because
what's
Amala
that
now,
one that's,
one scoop of Amala now, you can see like 2,500.
Ileyo.
All those ones now, even with
don't pay for
100K,
RBS now.
with 100K, 150K, Ileyo, like
For
if,
two people.
depending on the wall you want to take. Because they have their platter. Let's say you
Yes,
want to,
now
you
that-
get
yes,
seafood, all those
Right,
things.
yes.
Ileyo,
You
less
see-
than 100K, you should
Let's
be-
say Okay,
Depending
if
on
you
how you
are
want make your table
two,
full,
your
yes.
table is like what you want to order.
The
Let's
less
say
than 100K,
your
you
bowl
go-
of seafood
you buy
is like
prawns.
35,000.
less than 100K.
Your partner wants
If
to
you buy
get
35,000,
35,000 times
two people,
two. Is that not
that's
70K?
70,000. You never buy water, you never buy
You
drink.
never buy
No,
water, never buy drinks.
Water cannot even be up to 10K. That's why I say less than 100K.
Let's okay. That's even if you're on a budget, self.
1,000, 2,000.
Because if you can't get white top, you say if you chop like 2 plates.
What you said the first
Bro.
It depends on what you they chop now.
You want to
get
3 plates of your also.
all
Don't
those
be dirty, bro.
people they shop for my bro.
True now. You can wire to Syria now.
So if you don't have like
I agree
400K,
with.
there are
I
some
agree with
places
that.
on the
what did you
island.
say, 700,000?
700,000.
But wait, was
How
that
much is that
They
plot
don't let
in-
to.
no?
I'm going
that
there.
part self,
You pay
Included
VAT,
70K,
you
700K.
pay service charge
But
so
wait,
as
was it
well.
like
And they
for,
still were
for
expecting you
dates
to see
for
them.
two, dates for two or what?
Date for two in Tiwa restaurant like Yakoyo.
No, I mean the
this thing.
700. Is it
700,
like
don't want to mention
I think
them.
there are like
no?
three.
Don't mention the name
No,
of the
I think there are like 2 or 3 people.
that.
That was
710,000.
Be like that one. That package.
What location? Don't mention the one location of
It's on the island
Island.
now.
VI or Ikoyi.
I think it's Lekki sef.
Omo.
It's not even VI.
700
No,
big.
I dey
It's
feel
Lekki.
say e be like say those one extra ball.
Bro, food,
Yes, yeah, bro.
platter of food. Food now you are doing from
let's imagine.
this from
You know that
starters.
No.
Starters.
Maybe
You
they
know, say
have
some
a-
some
Omo, let's not even go to
some
Azu side
glass
now.
of maybe like juice or everything for 5,000. So imagine like if maybe a gel now you drank like enough.
So I
And you,
won't take 10.
Bro, a glass of juice like this
I'm
for
thinking like-
for only you say you
Depend
dey
on
do
maybe the
this thing.
quantity.
And it's not even like that big or that
Jug.
huge. No,
Yes, now-
yeah, just
that's
this
not
normal
fruit juice. So
juice. They
that's
can
fruit
tell you
juice.
like
If you can't
40K.
buy something of maybe like something that's more advanced than maybe fruit juice. Maybe buy maybe like a jug of maybe like maybe vodka or something. Or maybe buy
You want
if you
use-
even buy
you want use
if you
jug.
buy maybe a bottle of vodka now on top food where you chop now.
But
Yes.
what,
Yes, now people they use vodka.
is
They
it
are
like cup or jug?
no, like if you say me they even bring bottle now, or maybe
Or,
they buy
okay,
champagne.
boy, full
Yeah,
Maybe
bottle.
champagne. eh.
All those drinks.
Yeah, it's possible.
Let's not
maybe
even
they
go
order
to
for-
drinks like
maybe
Don Julio,
maybe for
Patron, all those things that you take
Andrea,
shots.
no, maybe they order for Andrea, no.
No,
Yeah,
they
maybe
didn't.
be
They
all
didn't
those
order. I
drinks.
saw the bill now.
Like, can you like
I saw the bill.
summarize
Things where they
things
inside.
you saw
Food,
there?
starters,
All those
Like
things
majorly food.
majorly food and
700K.
water and juice.
they bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run náà, ẹ bẹ̀rù
710,000.
Maybe na the
so
restaurant.
I'm going somewhere now. Now, going to the inflation of things in because we know that Lagos is being inflated on a lot of things.
But actually, I think is everywhere. It's general.
Yeah, it's general.
Because
But
Lagos is different.
Outside the country, things are.
I'm
Things
going-
are expensive
I'm going
worldwide. But
somewhere.
not like
I'm
you should be
going somewhere.
spending. Do you know how many pounds is 700 and something thousand?
Lagos tend to kill us with a particular
That's
terminology.
almost like 500 pounds
There's a
now.
terminology that we use to overkill ourselves in Lagos. Once you hear luxury, once you hear luxury,
Eh.
I don't hear person tell me say she dey sell luxury jollof rice.
You can imagine.
I see what's luxurious about your jollof rice. So anytime you hear luxury, just know that
Your money is
your money
going.
is gone. So I'm going somewhere now, and my next conversation would go to the next phase of where our what's it called, our funds in Lagos are carted away.
Nightlife.
Your experience, nightlife. And you see quite a lot of things attributed to the life of nightlife. One of the things being, you see DJ wey sabi mix. Hey,
You go dance.
you go dance, eh?
Pam, pam, pam.
That one aside, the night men.
Bro.
If you don't get money, go out. All those hype man, Mr. Barry, I need 5 million naira. Bro, you go just dey press money dey go.
Bro.
Now where I'm going to directly now is I saw a video of Tunde Perry yesterday. I think he's in maybe in the UK or
Perry.
No, I think it was an old video. It was when he was in the
when he went to
UK.
buy
When he was in the UK, yes.
I saw a video when he went to buy Casamigos, and I think maybe Don Julio, and the prices, I think maybe Casamigos, I think he said he bought it for I'm trying to be very careful. 30 something
Like,
pounds or something.
yes,
So I
yes.
think when they calculated, I think it was like two something or so. And he said
they're
he
selling
maybe
millions.
700,000 something. So he said
Seven,
Don Julio was like 1 million upward. So now we know that of course when you import something now, you would have to have your own percentage on it, your profit on it. But do you think the costs of drinks in the club, or should I say, okay, let me throw it out there. What do you think is causing inflated price on drinks. Not even on drinks generally in the clubs. Because you buy those drinks outside, they're not as expensive as when you buy them in the club. So what do you think? What do you think is attributed to the high price of costing of drinks in clubs?
All right. As a former baller. So I think we should be honest here. This club, they pay taxes, they pay service charge for the location they have, because most of those land are being leased to them. They have cost of running, operational cost, and every other thing. Like we said, the cost of clearing these drinks and every other thing. And at the same time, every business wants to make profits. That's the sole aim of every business, is to make profits. But the part of which they are now like over hiking these prices are just too much. Yamuli posted, because he's in France with and is a nightlife person. So he posted one, I think maybe Magnum or Magnum, one big 25 liter for £25,000. They bought it for 20. It was Ace of Spade. They bought it for £25,000 in France. I'm quite sure that in Nigeria, if you buy that thing, it will be like, the equivalent will be like about 40,000 pounds or thereabouts.
They will still have the Dorime price to do.
So the thing is, you want to experience luxury, like they used to say, luxury in quotes. If you want to get it, you can just go to buy it in your house. But if you want to, like, the fun that comes with it, all those the lifestyle that comes with it, I think you have to pay.
But don't you think that the price with that, the Dorime price that comes with the drink, don't you think it's too?
Yeah, I'm even coming from another part though.
I'm
coming from why hiking the price of a product when some people still be complaining that why are you selling fake?
Right now, you buying it small,
I'm selling fake for your customers, and you are still overhiking the price. So see, all this is just boiled down to, I feel like the government.
God bless you.
There's no
regulatory for drinks that are coming into the country.
I feel like Lagos State government really needs to
a lot of work.
Even federal government generally, but because Lagos is the
Lagos
core of
government needs
life.
to work on a lot of regulatory bodies from the environmental, to the housing, to the security,
every aspect
to
needs
the
to be looked
nightlife.
into.
Because imagine selling all these Ace of Spade, Don Julio,
Casamigos in kilos is more than 1 million naira.
Selling them
Like 1 million naira plus.
times 10 the actual price. And these people still, some of them will still be selling fake to their customers. So I actually feel most of these things are just
NAFDAC. This is one of NAFDAC's rule. NAFDAC's head office is here. Oshodi here. So I feel like, because every business, either you have food, because NAFDAC is National Agency for Food and Drug Addiction and Control.
Yes.
So far you're within food, drinks, or anything.
They don't have beverage. Not the drinks are beverage. They have beverages. I think so.
If you're importing anything into the country, it needs to have the NAFDAC license.
I don't even think Nigerians actually care about how much they are spending, and
It's about getting original self.
No, like the ballers. I don't think they actually care about how much they are spending and what they are taking. It's like they just like
the
lifestyle that comes with it.
I'm at
Yes, I'm at so place.
I'm at so called.
You know,
with
yes.
this thing. And from the pictures of video, there is no way you can actually verify maybe a particular drink
is fake.
So I think Nigeria are actually just thinking on that, is that make her just go pop and make her go pop this thing.
The PR of
after
nightlife.
some time, you now hear some people be complaining that after I left this club, I got sick and I went to hospital. They said that it was the fake
Because of that fake drink.
this thing. So I actually feel like the state government really needs to like look into a lot of.
Sorry, there's one other direction I want to go. And I'm not going to mention name for reasons best known to me. There's a place we know in Lagos here. There's a place we know in Lagos here that there's a lot of PR around that place with fake drinks. Why is it that we never heard? Now we used to see PR news of agent of NAFDAC going to bust
There's
places that
production, fake
produces fake
production
soda drinks,
factories.
factories that why have they not gone to those particular places? That like it's not easy. Anybody that you tell that where do they sell fake drinks? Where do they produce fake? Not even normal soda. Like I'm talking about.
And they shade it out
Yes,
in the public
they know. So
place.
why have they not gone there to go and make I don't know, maybe arrest or to even prosecute or even find out or go even raid those places and even be able to debunk and say okay we've gone there these people are not selling fake drinks or yes we've gone there we realize that they are selling fake drinks. Why do you think they've not gone there? Is it that they are getting percentage from them or they are scared of going to that place?
You know that this is Nigeria, and the man no man thing is something in Nigeria that goes on all sector. Man no man. Now, if your elder brother or your a sibling of yours is the head of NAFDAC now, and me that I'm your friend, I'm producing fake drinks, you know that nepotism will come in. You help me tell your brother now, blah blah blah. Highest I will,
Settlements.
highest I will settle. There's this I don't know if I should mention like these cushies or this thing that they
Don't
do
mention.
now. So there are a lot of places that you see that they will go and bug them, especially in the ghetto side. Some people say what's the name? Obingota or something. They'll just like different concoctions you get
You will pull out body
just to like get that feeling of ecstasy, that highness. You hear nah, high. That's what goes to all these mental health issues and every other thing in Nigeria. So I think this man no man of a thing should be cut off. Because
you want to do business.
do business straight
now.
This is our life.
Yes now.
If you take fake drink now you pass, that's all. There's no second chance at life.
So let's not even go to our hospital.
If you die, you die. Not to talk of don't even delve into hospital in Nigeria. So I think they should, like Wale rightly said, regulatory body should be appointed to every sector. Every sector. Once they put that, okay, there's an uprising problem in this sector.
Go there.
Regulatory body should check.
Give us
do this thing. Get the feedback. Okay, maybe it's a negative PR on them or anything. Let's just know. So, because you cannot allow people that are balling now, all because of the lifestyle. Or because of the lifestyle. Most people have worked hard for their money and they feel like, okay, I deserve to spoil myself.
You worked out for your money because I buy fake drink.
Because they can buy fake drink, wey go kill you. How do you want to work hard again? So, I think government regulations as
Very,
go deeper. Yes, it's very germane.
So
We
to
need
the clubs, to the agencies in charge of our drinks, of our food, this is a call to action for you. People's lives are at stake. People are burning millions. In fact, millions upon millions
kidney
to
failure
burn.
is a whole lot
Yes,
now. The rate of people having kidney failure is a whole lot
To burn
now.
in your club. So it's just enough that you do your background and preliminary studies.
There's a certification that they can issue them that okay, the drinks you people buy are certified.
But to be honest, there are some clubs that have PR that they say that in their own clubs they don't sell fake drinks.
They don't sell fake
Right?
drinks, yes.
So like I think that agencies like maybe NAFDAC that regulates all of this should give them a certificate check that okay we've checked their inventories so they don't have fake drinks.
Even government can even create nightlife economy because the amount nightlife is bringing into Lagos into the government purse is not small. It's a multi-billion industry.
December that just went by.
Bro,
There was I can't remember the
when my guys came back for Dirty December last, the times we went to the club, the least spent was like 1.5. 1.5.
Imagine that just one person.
And it's just people, not talk of top ballers, just normal regular people that stay abroad. Not of ballers, they
If
will
ballers want to come and people call their guys say career into baller come. Imagine like 5 ballers together come outside.
you order 20, me I order 20.
Splurging.
You get
So if people are putting their
spending
money
their hard-earned
down,
money, like
they should be able to get original drinks and original things because Yoruba will say that you cannot be spending exorbitant money on just want to have a good time like right
Just want to have fun.
enjoy the ambience, the club, the DJ. And you know what they want? The hype man just
you just want to be happy. You
one
get
hype man just like you say I just want to stop on 2 bottles. When you say Olofa kini kan tún gbé 5 bottles wọlé you say go call say.
And then they start playing all this Amapiano Victor Sime, Victor
I'm not
Sime,
you go just dey
Victor
order.
Sime.
Shey you get so it's only right that we know we do things the proper way. And the clause, like rightly said, do your due diligence, and you know, people's lives are at risk. Help us.
There should be a certification out there in their club that we don't
maybe even before they go enter the club,
we don't, yes,
be at the
maybe like endorse with
no fake
endorse with
how they used to do no smoking, no industry, endorse by NAFDAC, no fake drinks, so that everybody, once you're entering, you know that this place is zero. So if you don't have that certification, NAFDAC, they can report you to NAFDAC.
Exactly.
So NAFDAC have to check your inventory and know that okay, your goods are original, they're not fake.
Like, because most of people that come back from diaspora now, you see that they'll just duty free, they'll buy their drinks, they'll buy their, only if they've exhausted the drinks they bought. That's when you see they will start like just verify that which store is selling original, so before they now go and get. So I think we need to work on that too in Lagos State as well.
So guys, we've come to the end of today's episode. Thank you for staying to the end, and we sure hope that you enjoyed every conversation that we've had here today. And of course, if you have any contribution and any insights to what we said, just drop them in the comment section. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.